Hello and welcome to a quick overview, more like a tutorial basically, of SWF to phaser. So basically, first things first, make sure to have Java and texture packer optionally. You can use some sort of other texture packer as long as it has CLI, but any texture packer with CLI installed. And first thing you do is you run this run file, which will create settings for you. So now let's open this settings file. And as you can see, there are three things you can configure here. There is exporter path, which is basically just the command for texture packer. Now, if you use Linux, because this exporter supports Linux, you can just do it like that, add texture packer to your path and use it like that. You can also do it on Windows, but like whatever. I mean, it's simply a Windows path here. If you're on Linux, just change that. So now the zoom option is for the scene size. So for example, if your SWF file has different size than your phaser scene, you can resize it here. So I will do zoom 2. Now preload pack path is just something for the .scene file. I'm not really sure what it does, but you can change it if you don't use Yukon, because this tool is mainly made for Yukon. So now let me save that. Make sure to have zoom 2 if you use Yukon. And now we can simply run it again. And here's my example SWF file for this showcase. So it's called rooms dance. It's basically the Club Penguin Dance Club SWF file. And as you can see, it will start extracting all the assets from this SWF file. Now it will ask us if we want to rename the assets. So let's say that we do want to rename the assets. So there are a few things. Do not rename the folder manually. You have to do it in the within the exporter, because exporter doesn't support renaming the folders manually. Name for each asset must be alphanumeric. That means only letters, numbers and underscores, and it can't start with a number. So let me quickly rename just a few. So for example, these are the room bounds, and as you can see, it got renamed to bounds. Now this one is a background, so let me rename it to background. I won't rename every single one, so let me just type whatever in here. By the way, name for the assets cannot be the same, so if I type it twice, it says it's taken already. Also, as I've said before, it cannot start with a number. It can contain numbers though, and it also must be alphanumeric, so if I do something like that, it doesn't work. So after I'm finished spamming my keyboard, it's gonna prepare our basically prepare the assets for packing. It's gonna pack all the assets, and then it's gonna create the JS and scene files. So the exporting has finished successfully, and now we can close out of that. And now it's ready, sort of. I mean, let me show you. So you would basically do it the exact same way you add rooms to Yukon. There we go. Also, we have to add the room here as you do in Yukon. So let me quickly do it right now. There we go. So now all I have to do is just run Yukon, and once Yukon is loaded, is it loaded yet? No. It may take a moment, yep. So now if I go to the room that I've just created, I mean exported, as you can see, like, it works. So for example, buttons do work. As you can see right here, buttons do work, sort of. I'm gonna talk about it in a moment. So now, what's the issue here? Well, there are a few problems with this exporter, 2 problems to be exact. One is that not all buttons do work, because buttons do work, but they don't have animations, they just open simply. So some buttons do work, like here, like here, like here. By the way, this is not offset, this is proper placement, it's just Yukon that has a bit different scaling. Now, so for example, if I hover here, as you can see, its door doesn't open because it simply doesn't export the animation. It only exports like the effect itself. Now, as you can see, I have some assets kinda broken, but that's simply the texture packer. I have free version of texture packer, so it will obviously say that here. But in general, if you have the paid version of texture packer, which I assume you probably do, or just simply use a different texture packer, it will work fine. So now I will show you what you can do also with this exporter, because maybe you want to add new assets, for example, for your phaser scene. Maybe you want to edit some of the assets and simply make a new pack. So all you have to do is just come here and either add new files, so they get added to the texture pack, and then you can use them within your scene, or you can simply you can simply edit them here. I mean, whatever. Let's just edit this thing, for example. Alright, so now all you have to do is run this again, and just put path to the SWF file again, hit enter, and as you can see it says that folder for exporting results already exists. That's so if you accidentally run it on the same file, it's not gonna start exporting things again. But we've changed the images, so it's gonna ask you if you would like to repack the assets. So I'm gonna say yes. So it's gonna re-texture pack the assets, and as you can see here, it's re-texture packed our room. So asset repacking finished successfully. Yep. Let's replace all these files and see if the change has been applied. Yep, it's here. Now we have different assets being broken by the texture packer, but whatever. So that's all from me. You can download this project on GitHub. You can like contribute to it, and also you can report whatever issues you have with this project. So that's basically it from me, and thanks for watching. Bye.